yeah, today I'm doing the 10-second, 10-minute, 1-hour challenge. Basically, you try to do the same drawing in different time frames, aka 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 1 hour. The theme I'm going for is nest, because it's one of the Inktober challenges. So yeah, let's get started. So 10 seconds is not enough time to draw anything. I think maybe I messed up and this was supposed to be a minute. What are the rules? Either way, it's what I did and I thought I should honor the challenge and keep it. Can you tell it's a bird's nest? On to the next one, 10 minutes. For all of these drawings, I wanted to have kind of a consistency of having it be like a sketchy by hand look. Not sketchy as in questionable, sketchy as in I've sketched it by hand, if that makes sense. I wanted to do a more by hand style of art for a couple of reasons. One being that it adds to the challenge since it's not usually how I do art. Another because of the time issue. With my usual techniques, I use a lot of computer help to keep it all neat and tidy for the most part. Things my usual tablet setup doesn't allow me to do very easy. My usual technique is kind of impossible to slapdash at the end if I've run out of time because there's so much setup. Either way, I thought, well, we'll just do it freehand. This actually turned out a bit more like storybook-esque. I added some detail to the nest, so hopefully it looks like a nest, unlike the 10-second challenge. And I thought I'd add a little mama or daddy bird looking at their eggs in this one. I introduced a little color, just a soft touch. I was actually surprised to find how awkward the 10 minutes was. I felt like I had too much time for what I had drawn. I was even kind of stretching it by the end. But also, I felt like there wasn't enough time to do anything extra with it. Maybe I should have pushed myself to add a little more detail, but I didn't. Anyways, here's the final. And last up, the 1-hour challenge. Same kind of idea with the nest. I did a basic sketch with a little more detailing on the twigs and whatever else was in it. And this time I thought instead of being in the vacuum of nothingness, maybe I should put it on a branch. Side note, this would actually be such a bad place for a nest. One bad windstorm and that thing is gone. I put the eggs in, but I actually liked the arrangement I had done for the 10-minute challenge better. I didn't want to get bogged down on making corrections, but look how sad this little egg looks, all tilted off to the side. I primed the branch to have a little more tree life stuff on it, as in more life, I guess. I wanted to give it some blossoms, so I sketched out where their placement would be, and like a genius, I forgot to add any leaves. I'm sure that won't be a problem later. Now it's time for another mommy/daddy bird, except this one will be a lot more detailed. I followed a reference pretty close for this one because I am not good at drawing animals. I really need to practice more. Now I start to work on detailing flowers. I should have drawn like 2 or 3 really nice ones and then duplicated them and put them around. This would have saved me so much pain. These silly flowers took a disproportionate amount of time. And at this point, I look at the timer and I saw how much time had passed and I started to worry, which for some reason made me anxiously squeeze my stylus until my hands started to cramp. I have no chill. I thought maybe I'd do some bold inking/styled lines, fill in the nest with some pure blacks and so on. I intended to come back at the end and vary the line thickness and add some more bold lines, but for now I realized I was halfway done and hadn't done any coloring at all, so it was time to move on to that. I went with a blue sky, because that's generally what the sky looks like. Really bold choice, I know. When painting the nest, I tried a little color variation, like the sticks and stuff that the nest is made out of came from different sources or whatever. And it was at this point I realized my reference for the bird I was drawing was in black and white, and I had no idea how to color it. But time was ticking, so I went with yellow and black. I'm pretty sure there's birds that look like this out there. Yeah? I opened up another layer behind the bird and the nest to start coloring the tree branch. It took me so long to do the flowers and they were messy as heck anyways. I know I keep harping about them, but these flowers were my undoing. They were so lovely in my head, 2-tone purple with an orange center. I just sacrificed all their details to get it done. And the pressure was really getting to me. My hand was so white-knuckled clenched at this point, and my motor skills were gone. Again, I have no chill. And then it was at this point I remembered leaves exist. So I thought maybe I should squeeze some in. I had barely any time for this. I just did the quickest little thing I could. If I thought 10 minutes was awkward, it has nothing on an hour. In the beginning, I felt like I had plenty of time to do what I thought was like just this basic little painting. But by the end, I was like, where did the time go? With time fast running out, I started to desperately get some shading in. I did my best to finish it, blotting in stuff right up until the timer chimed. And yeah, there it is. Overall, I thought it looked pretty good for an hour. This was just supposed to be a silly little challenge, but I actually learned a lot. If I ever did this again, I might consider the time management of it better. Maybe have some loose timelines/deadlines for each stage of the drawing so I don't miss out on the coloring at the end. I did have fun though. Have you ever done a challenge like this? Maybe next time I'll do the 10-hour challenge? Bless anyone who actually has the patience for that. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.